Hi everyone, in this video we're going to have a look at an exciting warm-up exercise you could do with your team. I actually saw England do this against Belgium in the Pro League, and I thought I'd make a quick video because it's just a really nice way to start your match preparation because it makes it very real rather than doing something like an Aussie box, which I personally hate. So let's talk about it. So here's the halfway line. You could run a line of cones, just basically the width of the circle, so either side. So anything in here is kind of out of bounds as players recycle in to start the drill. And this is how it sets up. So we've got two attacking players. So the balls could be here or here, it doesn't really matter. But two attacking players, so all the blues are attacking. Then you have like a midfielder and a high striker. You could have two strikers, depending how you look at it. But it's essentially a 4 blue players versus the 3 red players. Okay, so they're going to be player marking. So I've probably not got them in the best position. You might be front marking here, and again front marking here, but you get it. So the ball starts by being passed to here as an option, but essentially you can start the 4v3 however you want. So I've got it running through, it's coming in here. They've made some leads, the ball is transferred. Oh, I got a bit ahead of myself there. So they've made some leads. We're not happy with that, so we've transferred the ball back the other way. Okay, and now because this red player here is overcommitted, this player's take up the space, and we're on. It's a 4v3. Okay, so but it could be a direct pass to this high player. It could be coming in and then out and then start. It could, it could go back and forwards, and then now we're ready to go. Don't put too many constraints on it. Just go with it and just see what your players do. The interesting part, let's run through a scenario. Let's say this player's led out wide and we've got a high player. This player's come in. The defenders have done their job. Remember, it's a 4v3, so you can't necessarily play a mark. This player might want to come in here to just try and put a doubt in this pass to this player in here, for example. But you can't mark the players in a 4v3, so you just mark the ball to goal line, but put pressure on the ball like we have here. But the reason I've gone a bit further and shown you this is because the ball has now crossed the 23. So what happens is then this player becomes active. This player, as soon as it's crossed the 23, comes onto the 23 line, and if the defenders, let's say there's a dodgy pass, we've intercepted it, or the defenders made it interception, a tackle, then they just have to look to get it to that player who's on the 23, and then it becomes a turn and burn situation and a 4v4. Okay, so it's a really nice exercise to start your games. If you've got a big squad, you might have a possession game somewhere else, and half your team are doing this. Great for the defenders to warm up, great for the attackers to warm up. So try it out in your training sessions. I'm going to use this as my pre-match game, and I hope you guys like it too. I thought I'd just run through the rotations. So I suggest that these two players started high would take up the 2 higher roles, and the 2 higher roles would just go back. So, and the 2 people that were waiting, they step in and become the new starters. Okay. The reds, it kind of makes sense that remember, this was the person that came in on the 23. This person here wasn't doing anything, right? So the person not doing anything comes in at the top. Then they all move down 1 position, and they take that. So the person that was doing the 23, imagine they've run through the whole chain, and now they're just going up there ready to re-enter. Okay, so if people are in here, they're generally inactive, apart from this one, who's going to enter the 23 when it comes through. What about if they intercept it here? I think, well, if they intercept it here, if the red player intercepts a ball like it was a really poor pass or just a really poor decision, then I think as long as you try and get it to this person, you can then go for the 4v4 attack. Okay, but it's a 4v3. We shouldn't be losing the ball in this situation. We should be passing at the right time, making good decisions, and yeah, have a good go. Hope you enjoy it.